Hello there, welcome to the news at Nepal Television. I am Rojina Rai. First, the top stories. Nepal votes at the UN General Assembly condemning Russia's attempted annexation of Ukrainian regions. UN demands Russia reverse the annexations. Candidates gear up for the November 20 federal and provincial elections. 57 political parties in the fray. At least 18 flood-affected people die in bus fire in southern Pakistan, 7 injured. And Bagmati province leads the gold medal tally with 4 golds so far. Nepal Army ahead in overall medal tally. Welcome back. Now we have the news in detail. The UN General Assembly has passed a resolution with a large majority condemning the barbaric and brutal attack by Russia on Ukraine, with 143 member states voting in favor of it. Nepal has also voted in favor of the resolution. In the voting held on Wednesday, 143 countries voted in favor, and while 5 countries voted against it. The countries who voted against were Belarus, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Nicaragua, Russia and Syria. Similarly, 35 countries abstained the vote. A majority of those countries abstaining were African nations alongside China and India. We condemn the Russia's illegal so-called referendum within Ukraine's the internationally recognized borders and demand it reverses its annexation declaration, reads the resolution. Ukraine's NATO-led allies have announced deliveries of advanced air defense weapons to Kiev. After a spate of Russian missile strikes, the weaponry promised by the UK, Canada, France and the Netherlands include missiles and radars. The US earlier made a similar pledge on high-tech system from Germany is already in Ukraine. The pledges come as Ukraine's allies from 50 countries meet at NATO headquarters in Brussels. Kiev hailed the summit as historic. Ukraine says Russia fired more than 100 missiles and used dozens of drones on Monday and Tuesday, hitting energy infrastructure and other non-military targets. At least 19 people were killed on the first day of the strikes. The Election Commission on Wednesday made public the final name list of nominated candidates for the upcoming November 20 election to the federal and provincial parliament. Among those filing the nominations, a total of 119 candidates have withdrawn their candidacy. With this, candidature of 2,412 is maintained at the commission for the upcoming polls. Likewise, 257 individuals withdrew their nomination at the province assemblies. According to Election Commission's spokesperson, 3,224 individuals will be vying for the province assembly elections. With the publication of the final name list candidates, the Commission has also granted them the election symbols. We have more updates at the side. Before that, a short break. Welcome back. You are on Nepal Television News. Summer-borne disease has hit Pampapur village, Ramagram municipality of West Novalparasi, with more than 109 people infected. 17 out of them have developed serious complaints due to diarrhea and viral fever and have been hospitalized at Prithvi Chandra Hospital in Parasi. Mayor of the Ramagram municipality, Dhanapat Yadav, informed that the municipality has launched a community health campaign following mass illness in the village. More than 4,000 people from 715 families have been displaced across Karnali province due to recent incidents of floods and landslides. The provincial police office has informed 1,102 persons from 214 households in Mugu have been displaced, while 30 persons from 3 households have been displaced in Jajarkot and West Rukum. Meanwhile, 45 people from 8 households in Surkhet, 91 people from 24 households in Dailek, 221 people from 60 households in Salyan, 1,666 people from 187 households in Jumla have been displaced. Madhav Prasad Shrestha, Information Officer, said. Information Officer Shrestha also said 1,269 people from 167 families in Kalikot, 181 people from 45 families in Humla have been displaced. Similarly, 4 families have been displaced in Dolpa. According to police statistics, the death toll has reached 36 now. We have more international headliners on the side. Before that, welcome back. Now the international headliners. Pakistani officials says at least 18 passengers died after a bus caught fire on route to the badly hit flood area of Khairpur Nathan Saha in Sindh province. According to officials, the bus caught fire due to a short circuit near Noriabad in Jamsoro district. Rescue teams rushed to the site and started to evacuate the passengers, but some passengers, mostly children, were trapped inside and could not escape. 7 passengers were also injured. Deadly road accidents such as the one are common in Pakistan due to poor road infrastructures and disregard for traffic laws, as well as poorly maintained vehicles. North Korea fired 2 long-range strategic cruise missiles Wednesday, state news agency KCNA reported early Thursday. According to the KCNA report, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un was at the lunch and said his country should focus on efforts on the endless and accelerating development of the national nuclear combat armed forces. The missiles hit a target 2,000 kilometers away, it said. The images shows a missile launch, Kim looking at monitors and Kim posing for a group photo with soldiers and officials involved in the launch. The Taliban said Wednesday there is enough security across Afghanistan to restart major economic projects that stopped due to decades of war, despite a slew of attacks rocking the country since the group seized power more than a year ago. The Taliban have been struggling to govern amid an economic downturn and the international community withholding official recognition. A Taliban-appointed spokesman said on Wednesday that Afghanistan now has the opportunity to connect with other countries in the region, highlighting China as a key partner. Foreign aid stopped when the Taliban seized power in August 2021. World governments piled on sanctions, halted bank transfer and froze billions more in Afghanistan's currency reserves. To more updates, before that, quick look into the highlights of the site. The world's first space tourist wants to go back. Only this time he signed off a spin around the moon aboard Elon Musk Starship. For Dennis Tito, 82, it is a chance to relive the joy of his trip to the International Space Station. Now that he is retired with time on his bands, he is week-long moon suit, it's a date to be determined, and years in the future will bring him within 125 miles of the lunar far side. He will have company his wife Akiko and 10 others willing to sell out big bucks for the right. Tito won't say how much he's paying. His Russian station flight cost $20 million. Moving on to sports now. Bagmati province has added one more gold to its account in the ongoing events being held in the build-up to the 9th National Games. In the fencing event underway in Pokhara, Bagmati clinched the gold in men's fencing by defeating Nepal Army. With this, the total number of gold for Bagmati in fencing alone has reached 4. Nepal Army trails behind in the second position with 3 gold, 5 silver and 6 bronze. There are 3 golds of grabs in fencing today. We are almost at the end of this news bulletin, but before we say goodbye, quick reminders of the top stories. Nepal votes at the UN General Assembly condemning Russia's attempted annexation of Ukrainian regions. UN demands Russia reverse the annexations. Candidates gear up for November 20 federal and provincial elections, 57 political parties in the fray. At least 18 flood-affected people die in bus fire in southern Pakistan, 7 injured. And Bagmati province leads the gold medal tally with 4 golds so far. Nepal Army ahead in overall medal tally. This is all we have for this moment. Until our next bulletin, goodbye and namaste.